All right, hello everybody. This is your quick tutorial on Ravellaw.com. It is owned by LexisNexis, and I think it's a pretty great tool for those of us who are more visual learners. You can create your own account by being a law student at the University of Maryland. I've obviously already made an account. The first thing I'm going to point out is that this search engine is best for looking up cases. The statutes button is going to take you to the code of the United States. There is no, as far as I've found so far, there isn't any state laws that are going to pop up for you under Ravel. So I wouldn't recommend using Ravel for statutes because I also believe that it's pretty difficult to navigate through here and find what you're looking for without previously knowing the code itself. So let's get back to the general page. Here you can see that since I've had this account for a while, right here is my recent activity. It shows all of my past searches and all the cases I've looked at. Over here on the left, you can see any cases that I've starred, any cases that I've annotated, and any cases that I've tagged in certain projects that I'm working on. You can also set a client matter up here. So if you wanted to set a client who is just 1, 2, 3, 4, we can create that client. And so when I do any searches tracking this client, that it'll automatically show me everything that I've searched for just for this client. So that's a pretty nice thing about this search engine for when we're real life lawyers and have real clients. So let's jump right into searching for cases. Now, first, let's look at when you first click here, you're going to see the Boolean guide is going to be pop up right there for you, which is really helpful for me because it's the best way to do a quote-unquote advanced search through Ravel, and it's right here for you, so you don't have to memorize it. If we click here, this is where you can filter by jurisdiction. And it'll narrow down your searches. These are just quick filters. It automatically comes up with stuff about bankruptcy. So I'm not quite sure about that, but I pretty much always select exclude bankruptcy. So let's just let's narrow down our search just to the Fourth Circuit. So you're going to select whatever jurisdiction you want to search within, and you click Apply New Court Filter. And let's just do this search really quick using prosecutorial misconduct and Brady violation in quotations. So this is what I meant by what's best for the good old visual learners. Here it tells you how many results you got. We got 185. You can select a list view, which is the same as any other search engine where it will just give you a list of cases. And anytime you have a list of cases, you can click this report button. Click the report button, and it's going to give you a nice printable version of not only the search terms that you used, but all of the opinions that popped up, including the little blurbs that and you can go straight to print. But let's go back and just quickly go over what we've got here when you do this visual search. So you can look by court. So if I had searched within the state courts as well and the Supreme Court, it would organize by highest court to lowest court, and as always by a timeline. I personally like by relevance because for me, the most relevant cases are up here, and then down here we again have the timeline. So right here is a nice little legend that you can use. The bigger the circle, the more important it is. The color of the circle changes what court it's from, and the line width and color will tell you whether it's citing this case or it's being cited by this case. So let's select just this first case right here. If I'm going to hover over a case, let's go back. If I click on this top case right here, it's going to show me it's this case. So you can see like it's going to highlight all the cases that are connected to it. So there's a case from 2016, and I believe that's a blue line, I think. So that means it's citing, this case cites this case right here, Spicer v. Roxbury Correctional Institute. So let's click on that. So whenever a case pops up, it's pretty much going to look like this. Over here is where you can star cases and where you can tag it. So I already made 2 tags because these are certain things I'm working on, but this is how you can create new tags. So over here, as you scroll down, you can see that my search terms are underlined in yellow, and all footnotes are here on the right side. And what's pretty cool is as you're scrolling down, it's going to show you what cases cited this page. So if you click all other citations, this nice little thing pops up, and you can see that 38 cases have cited this page that we're looking on right here. And let's click on this one. What's going to pop up is the case name and exactly where in the case, where in this United States v. Ward the case cites. So it gives you the little blurb that refers directly to this case, which I really like. I think that's pretty helpful instead of having to go search through using pin sites. So those are pretty much the basics. I really like Ravel, like I said, because it is great for us visual learners. I also like how the annotations that you can do. So like, let's say I wanted to highlight this. So once you highlight something, you can either annotate it or you can search it. So if I wanted to search just a phrase, I can click this and it'll search that phrase. You can highlight and annotate. When you highlight, it's automatically going to pop up with something that you can add an annotation to. And if you save it, then this case will automatically be saved, and you can see it. It'll come up under your annotated button. But let's go back to that case really quick. One last important thing I'll point out is this is their shepherdizing indicator. So it says here that we are very confident that this case has no strong positive or negative treatment. Well, that's not very helpful. And when you click on Learn More, the upshot of it can come down just to this sentence right here. Ravel's treatment indicator is not a replacement for looking at Lex's Shepherd report and should not be relied upon exclusively. Pretty sure that speaks for itself. I would just make a general rule that you should always shepherdize using Lexis or another reliable search engine. But besides that, I think that's pretty much just a nice little short overview. Go Ravel. I really like it, and I hope this has been helpful. And if it hasn't, something that's really nice is you can click over here and a little quick start guide will come up and fact tutorials will come up, so you can teach yourself how to use this and probably learn more things than I was able to just go over. All right, thanks for watching.